Hello, hello. Let's generate some power, shall we? I think it's 6:30. Good to see ya. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Live from Massachusetts. It's Friday Night Live. Thank you for being here. Do we have any wrench people? Let's see. I want to see all your messages. There you are. So, did you all eat turkey? What did you guys do? How are you feeling? What's happening? Give me the down low. What's going on? Is anybody feeling like they can't figure out what day it is? Me! And plus, I don't know, I check the news intermittently, throughout the day. So I don't sit and watch it for hours, but I just check in to see what's in the headlines. And MSNBC has been just running old footage from several months ago. And I don't know what they're doing on CNN. I don't really check in on CNN, but there's I don't know, I feel like I'm in a kind of a time warp and a news warp, so not much new to report on. Yeah, so hi. The moon just went into Capricorn, right? Let me check. Yeah, 4:18, so more than an hour ago, the moon went into Capricorn. So Sag to Capricorn would be Sag is fiery and, energetic, and Capricorn is more got a little more grounded, a little more earthy. Felt like Sunday all day. It just, I think that Thanksgiving being on a Thursday, it's such a weird day to have a holiday. And then Friday ends up being nobody knows what we're doing. Let's take a look at what's going on. We've got a lot of news. Trump has got legal issues coming at him from all sides. He's a malignant narcissist, and when a malignant narcissist is cornered, they become really vicious. So that's something that a lot of people might know. Carrie Lake has me very concerned. I've been mentioning that every video, I think, recently. And we're going to take a look at what's going on with her again. We're going to look at that and see if she's going to behave herself. Some people that were working at the polls are under death threats. I don't know why I can't see your chat. There you are. Where are you? A really good turkey day, but it's dark, rainy, and dreary. It was like a half rainy day today. And lots of stuff going on. So let's see. So Carrie Lake has me concerned. The last time I read on it, I thought she'd kind of pull a nutty and then settle down after she wouldn't get very far on it. So we'll take a look at her. We'll take a look at these strange weather patterns that are happening, where New York just got slammed with 5 feet of snow about a week ago. So the chat's kind of going in and out, so I want to see what you guys have to ask me tonight. Feel free to post your questions. Let me take a look at the cards. Let me take a look at the situation with Trump. Let's start with this question. Is Trump thinking he's going to get away with all the crimes? Is Trump thinking he's going to get away with all his crimes? It's going around in a left circle. He's not sure. He's not sure. Okay, so the question I'm asking is Trump feeling that he can get away with all these crimes and that he's committed? Because the list is really long, and it's kind of going Really undecided. Really, he just really is not clear. Is he experiencing lack of sleep? Is Trump experiencing lack of sleep? Yes, he's not sleeping. Not sleeping will make you crazy. Oh, I didn't know that about Carrie Lake. See, I haven't seen any news today. I'm telling you, she's going to cause a lot of trouble. She filed a lawsuit against Maricopa County Elections Board today. For what? Is that going to go anywhere? Is that going to go anywhere for Carrie Lake? It's looking like no. What are the charges? What is she saying that Maricopa County has done? Very weird. See if I can get this chat to stay on. It's not staying on. I'll have to just keep hitting it. Okay, so I'm getting no that's not going to go anywhere with the Maricopa County Elections Board. Like, what is she saying happened? There was an election. This is going to drive me crazy if this keeps going off. Because I want to be talking to you guys. Yeah, I just reached out to Milu. I don't know if he's going to get my message. I would love to collab with him. Oh, hi, Luann. Haven't seen you here before. I have some people here that used to follow me on Facebook and that I've worked with before, so nice to see them. She didn't like the outcome. Can you file a lawsuit for that? She just didn't like the outcome? Well, Melania's citizenship be revoked because she lied to get it. Oh, boy. If you want to go into a profession, if you're at like college age and you're going to college for something and can't decide, go into law. Go into law. She didn't like the outcome. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Deb. I'd love to do a collab with Milu. I want to do more collaborations. Definitely. Let's take a look at the cards. I'm going to use these for a minute and I'll probably switch them up. Does anybody feel like, well, I don't know how many of you like practice your psychic ability, but I feel like there's an energy in this country right now that's really, really kind of low, really kind of depressed. And I think a lot of people are struggling. And I picked that up psychically. Plus we had those horrific, more mass shootings. So I think a lot of people are feeling like, out of control. You did not have Thanksgiving. Sorry. Please, what? I'm so sorry, Jackie. I don't read. I don't do personal readings. We do political readings here, but we can pray for you. And come to Church of Spirituality. I did a service yesterday. So hopefully, people here will pray for you. But we do on Church of Spirituality, we pray for each other. So you can put up your requests there too. Sorry you're having trouble. All right, I'm going to take a look at these cards and we'll take a look at what's going on with Trump. Thank you for being here tonight. By the way, I've got plenty of time if you want to book a reading. And my website is really getting spruced up. So on December 17th, we're having a winter solstice event. And it's on Zoom. So please join us. PsychicAnnetteDion.com. You have to put the .com in so it will pop up. Let's take a look at how Trump is doing right now. How is he doing? How is he feeling? And I want to ask, too, if Carrie Lake asked to be his running mate. But this is first about how Trump is doing. Oh, yeah, okay. So this is, oh, you can see these cards pretty good, right? This is the Seven of Cups, and this is about Trump, and Seven of Cups indicates somebody who's lost in a fog. It's kind of Neptunian, kind of like I was saying, he's not sleeping. I don't think he's sleeping at all. And when you're an insomniac like that, after a certain amount of time, you have to kind of go to the hospital because it can get really, I'm not saying that he is going to go to the hospital, but if it gets really bad, somebody can get really like delusional, you know, a little bit psychosis in a way. The Five of Pentacles is he is running out of money. I did get a vibe about the Trump family. Like yesterday, Thanksgiving, that it was a very depressed Thanksgiving. Manga went to and asked to. Who's Manga? We'll pray for you, Jackie. Who's Manga? Because I was asking about Carrie Lake. I'm trying to figure out who you're referring to. Okay. Thank you, LB Studio, for posting my website there, the link. 10 of Pentacles. So I was thinking about the Trump family yesterday, and I was getting a really depressed vibe. Like, it seems like in the past they're used to all the pomp and circumstance, and it felt like yesterday they were just, maybe it's always like this, they were just faking like they were an abundant family having Thanksgiving. I don't know. Oh, Kanye you're talking about. I don't know if yeah, auto spell wouldn't be able to spell Kanye. I don't know if I was picking up on that they always, the Trump family always, when they have Thanksgiving, are always kind of faking that they have a lot of money and feeling like abundant. But this year it really felt like a family that was in the poorhouse pretending they were rich. Yeah, I mean, I need to get a life if I was, that's what I was doing on Thanksgiving, was tuning into the Trumps. But anyway, I digress. The Ten of Pentacles means that I'm picking up on foreign money. I'm asking how the Trumps are doing. I'm picking up on foreign money, and I for entertainment purposes only. I'm picking up that Trump is appealing to a foreign nation to see if he can get money. Now that might be pointing to, I didn't get the details on this, but I was hearing about some kind of property in Saudi Arabia. That, does anyone know much about that? It just felt like in Saudi Arabia there was some kind of deal. He's going to the Saudis to see if he can get money. He really is. He's searching for money. Trump is. The delusional, his brain is not working. The delusional card is coming up. And the Five of Pentacles, which is showing, you know, really scarcity and poverty. And the Ten of Pentacles, see the looks like an Arab sheik there, is going to foreign sources to inquire as to whether some money can come in from there. Well, you know, Jared got $2 billion, so I mean, it's possible. Let's see. Is he having success getting foreign money? This is weird. Yeah, see, now this is interesting because it's not giving me a straight answer. Is Trump having any success currently today getting foreign money? No, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Sorry, you guys, I can barely see the chat. I have to keep hitting this thing. Is his campaign already tanking? A lot of families do fake having a good Thanksgiving. There are some families that have a fun time. Is Trump's campaign tanking? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think reality's hitting him, and he's recognizing that he probably is not going to get where his fantasy mind has taken him. Yeah, it's failing. His campaign is failing already. Let's pull 3 cards about that. So I'm picking up that he's seeing what foreign nation he can appeal to get. I just keep really getting strongly the Saudis. Has anybody heard about that? Has anybody heard about, wasn't he wanting to build property? Why doesn't he sell properties if he wants money? That's a good question. The guides just said because they don't really belong to him. They belong probably to the banks. Right? I mean, I've said for a long time, the man's he's penniless. I don't feel like Donald Trump has money. And the strangest thing is that they're under this real strong delusion that they're rich, and they're just not. It's all tied up. Yeah, you heard blurbs about it, but I'm picking up really strongly. There's something about him going to the Saudis to see if he can get the money that he needs. And let's just pick 3 cards about that. How is that working out? How is that working out for you? All right. I don't usually say this a lot, but I'm going to say it again. For entertainment purposes only. I feel like he is looking at what clout he might have with the top secret documents. I hate that I'm saying that. Okay, is that accurate? Is he looking at how much clout he can have financially with the top secret documents? Boy, the pendulum is really being foggy about Trump tonight. Oh yeah, Jackie, we'll pray for you. Jackie needs prayers. She's having pain. I hope we can distract you from that. Okay. Trump, man. Is Trump thinking that the money can help him with his campaign? That's what he's trying to appeal to. He's trying to appeal. Yeah. Okay. So Jack Smith is on his tail. Good point. He's trying to appeal to a foreign nation. It looks like the Saudis. Is it to give? Is he looking to use entertainment purposes only? Is he looking to use the top secret documents as clout? Oh my gosh! But a really good point was just made. Yeah, a really good point was just made, because if it would really be stupid with Jack Smith on his okay, was he thinking about it and Jack Smith poses a threat just from his existence now in the special counsel? Yeah. Ooh, that would be tough to pull off. It would be tough for him to pull that off. Thank you, those of you who hit the thumbs up. If you could please hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It helps me somehow. Wow, so our buddy Jack Smith has really, speaking of wrenches, put a wrench in the works there. Just Trump's awareness. The horned one, and this is like a Wiccan deck, so this is the equivalent of the Devil card, which is about deception and often means self-deception. So Trump is deceiving himself to think. It's a pretty card. It's much prettier than the Rider-Waite, because Wiccans don't believe in Satan. Anyway, I know it's really. I don't have to go down that road, but the Devil card here is the horned one. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up, and thank you for being such supportive helpers. Yeah, the Five of Wands this is very challenging for Trump. This is interesting. Boy, the guides are really close tonight. It really feels like he's barking up the wrong tree. Trump's usual MO. His usual procedure. His usual type of plan is not going to work this time. I feel like Trump had a plan, and now since Jack Smith got appointed, oh yeah, the Page of Swords is going to be a kind of a cutting off that plan. And I've seen a few times that Trump is running out of. This is what's starting to happen, because there are so many crimes that he's in trouble for. So what's starting to happen is the usual way, the business as usual, is no longer an option for him. He's run out of options. He can't do the things that used to work. It's also known as a suicide disease. Oh my goodness, it sounds terrible, Jackie. Send the Archangel Raphael to Jackie Lynn. She needs some help tonight. That's what we're here for. I'm glad that you're seeing this live too. And I'm glad that you guys show up for my lives. Usually I do them on Friday night because it makes me inspired to come on. The world is evolving from imperfection to perfection. It needs all love and sympathy, great tenderness and watchfulness are required from each one of us. Nice. And Jackie, watch my Church of Spirituality service. It's not what you think church is. It's a whole different thing. But I say church because it means coming together in fellowship. Because there's some great sermons that would be really helpful. Now Trump, and I did a service yesterday. Trump is running out of road. Yes, he's running out of... It's interesting because the way that Trump's brain works is like, that's why he wrote The Art of the Deal, but, he had somebody else write it. I guess he just dictated it. I think the guy's last name is Schwartz. Something like that. And he, so when he wrote The Art of the Deal, or kind of wrote it, he has this certain way that he does deals, that he goes about things. And now it's like, wait... It's like turning, and I'll go this way, and then he can't go that way, and I'll go this way, and it's just like the roads out, the escape routes are being blocked. Your cats don't like when you sing with me. Sing with me anyway. I hope you do. Why wouldn't cats like it when you sing? I didn't really know who, somebody's asking, that's Luann, is that, I don't know, I wasn't really that familiar with the Power Rangers. He passed away, I don't know how Jason David Frank, the Power Ranger, passed away. We've been losing a lot of people pretty young recently. Thank you, Amy. Amy watched the service and it's very good and uplifting. I knew what you meant. I saw the typo. Wow, so Trump is running out of roads it's an interesting image the guides are giving me. They're giving me lots of pictures tonight. It's like, he turns one way and it's like, oh, that road is blocked. But he expects those roads to be open because they used to open for him. Reminds me of one of those old, like, Batman shows or something, the way I'm seeing it. Okay, for some reason I want to just keep reading more on Trump. And on Monday, when I did a recorded video on Monday. I kept wanting to read on the Supreme Court. There's so much going on with that. Our entire democracy is being flipped on its head. Has anybody noticed? Is it just me? Our entire democracy has been flipped on its head. But I do want to read more about Trump. Because, how is this... let's ask about Trump indirectly. Jack Smith, since he got on the special counsel to investigate January 6th and the top secret documents being stolen, because they were stolen, for all intents and purposes, Trump stole those top secret documents. So Jack Smith has already subpoenaed Mike Pence. Mike Pence will have to answer questions, so he's working on the January 6th with the special counsel. A while back, I was saying frequently that I saw Merrick Garland pulling in a lot of help, a lot of help, and yeah, Jackie, I was listening to A Christmas Carol from the 1930s that Warren Green, who's usually here, recommended to me. So listen to some old-time radio shows. It's fun. Yeah, you gotta distract yourself when you're in pain. And it may just go away. Somebody named Norman Cousins, I think it was Norman Cousins, laughed his way into health. Laughter is good medicine. So anyway, so back to Jack Smith. So he's working on the January 6th case and the cases, and he's working on the really prosecuting Trump for stealing our secret documents. So we're going to look at 3 cards based on this new energy. Yeah, Mike Pence, what's his deal? Oh, I shouldn't have to. What is he, the king? Not for anything. Mike Pence, honest to God, he's got to be the most... I'm trying to think of somebody who's less boring than Mike Pence. He has no charisma. He tells a joke and it's like, that wasn't a joke, that was just a dumb statement. It's really incredible. But how dare he say that he shouldn't have to answer questions? I'm telling you. Talk about delusional. Oh, Robin Williams made a movie about the doctor that started the clinic on laughter. Was that, what's the name of that movie? You're more boring. No, nobody's more boring than Mike Pence. Let's be honest. I don't even know if that's possible. How about somebody who's been in the public eye? Who is more boring than Mike Pence? He's going to testify. Are you giving me the news, the breaking news, or are you doing a reading? I haven't even gotten that far with it yet. Pence should be disqualified from running for president, you mean? Yeah, milquetoast. I don't really understand what milquetoast is. Your little brother posted a selfie of himself with Nancy Pelosi. He negotiates contracts with... Oh, that's great. Yeah, we can read on Pelosi, see how she's doing. Yeah, okay. I'm really reading on Mike Pence at the moment. I'm just reading on our buddy, Jack Smith, and how that's going. We'll read on Mike Pence, too. Well, Jack Smith has the 2 of Cups is indicating he's got all the cooperation that he needs in terms of lawyering up and everything. You saw earlier that he is going to, that Mike Pence is going to. Yeah, I mean, Mike Pence, he's like, he calls himself a Christian. If he's a Christian, he needs to be thinking about, honoring and serving his brothers and sisters, not being the big man on campus. I haven't heard Pence described as a creepy guy, Pat. I could see that. Yeah, no, I just don't know what milk toast is. Is there an actual toast that's called milk toast? Like milk duds? He's considering it. Well, he shouldn't be considering. I'm sorry, I'm going on a rant. Mike Pence needs to testify. We'll take a look. Right now we're just looking at this is kind of a big deal, Jack Smith. So Jack Smith is getting the cooperation that he needs in terms of lawyering up and getting people to get to work, and there's a lot of cooperation. Yeah, but Chuck, is milk toast an actual thing? Like, do you get some toast and dunk it in your milk and that's like white Wonder Bread or something? And I have the Justice card. This is about Jack Smith. He's the master, and the guides are telling me this is not his first go-around in terms of past lifetimes. He's worked for justice in past lifetimes. I'm actually getting the sense that Jack Smith was somebody who was rather famous back in one of his past lifetimes. Mike Pence is like a pet rock. Wait, where's my belt? Good one. Oh, no, I think a pet rock would be more interesting. That's funny. The Justice card. Yeah. I get really strongly that he worked for justice in a past life as a powerful person. Maybe the guides will deliver who he actually was. The Three of Wands. Oh yeah. It's funny too, because the other day I couldn't shake this I couldn't shake this image. I'll tell you about the image that I had. I had this image of Jack Smith, kind of like, I don't know, it was kind of like an old back in the old days, like around the time, like Dickens kind of, and I had this image of Jack Smith back in those times. Like if you watch A Christmas Carol, Scrooge is hunched over. So I had this image of Jack Smith at a table, and all the people that he's getting ready to prosecute were like lined up like little people, like Lilliputians, and he I just got this image of him sitting there just kind of looking up every once in a while and go, poop, ping, just like pinging them off the table. It was really funny. And the Three of Wands made me think of that, because the Three of Wands is like, oh, this is easy. This is easy. Could the speaker be Liz Cheney? Oh, wow, we've got lots to look at here. And I'm just sort of telling you these long stories of the vision that I had. But really, I had this image of Jack Smith, and he was just going, like all the criminals were lined up in front of him, and he was going, bing, bing, bing. I think that was just my guide saying, it's not easy, but it's like he gets down to business. All right, so I would say he's got the help that he needs. Jack Smith has the help that he needs in terms of, getting the work done. And I don't see him missing a beat. You know that he was working yesterday on Thanksgiving. Maybe he had his turkey delivered to him. Oh. Chuck. Homemade sourdough with lots of, you know what I like? I like really good bread, like Italian bread, like we have here with olive oil and salt and pepper. You get that fresh out of the oven. Let the games begin with Jack Smith. Yeah, my grandma used to do that. Straight out of the oven, hot. You just cut the bread and you put olive oil on it and salt and pepper, and that's all you need. Will anything break before Christmas? What do you mean, will anything break before Christmas? I hope. Don't go into a store with fragile things and you won't be breaking things. What do you mean by that? Will anything break before Christmas? Yes. Yeah, I know. I did hear, if you watch, Hi, Alamar. Good to see you. If you watch Midas Touch, that's where I heard that somebody, Trump, yeah, delusional is right. Trump is threatening Jack Smith's wife. So let's take a look. Oh yeah, Lori's asking, will anything break before Christmas, and bigger news? So you're referring to bigger news? Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where to start, honestly, with that. So much has happened. In fact, I said Trump would be indicted the third week in December. That's what I see. Let's ask, because I've been getting, the third week in December is pretty big. Yes, Alamar, we've missed you at our meetings. Maybe you've been there and I didn't see you. Oh, while I'm talking about that, on Tuesday nights we have 20 on Tuesdays where we visualize a healed America. Join us. Is it still? Am I still reading in the third week in December for Trump's being indicted? I'm getting the third week in December. That's been pretty consistent recently. Okay. So we're looking at more to do with Mike Pence. Where's Mike Pence's boring head at? I mean, I'm trying to think of something about Mike Pence that I admire. I admire that he didn't let us lose our democracy. Okay, so he did his part. Yeah, Trump has no idea who he's messing with, that's for sure. And I feel massive security around Jack Smith and his wife. I see massive security. And I feel like Jack Smith's wife knew what she was getting into when they got married. So it's all good there. Doesn't mean the threats aren't coming. Doesn't mean that they're not scary. But I feel like they're okay. Mike Pence. He will have to... Well, here's the deal. Mike Pence will have to go in for questioning because here's the thing. They already have all the information. It almost feels like they just need Mike Pence to come in. They want it on the record that he answered the questions. But they already have the information that they need on Mike Pence. So it's basically, I don't know if he knows this, but I'm just picking up that they just need confirmation on the record. So this is about Mike Pence. He will have to testify. Actually, what I get about him is that he feels, or somebody tells him it's real. If you want to look, it's all about how they look. I'm telling you. Somebody tells Mike Pence, if you want to look better than you do right now to the American people, you better answer questions. So this is a Knight of Cups. So he feels like, okay, I'll just be the knight in shining armor on my milquetoast horse or whatever, and then the Nine of Wands. Look at how defensive he is. Mike Pence is going to be really wounded by this, not literally, but I mean really wounded by this in terms of he's not going to be able to do anything about looking bad. He had his moment of looking good. The odd time you listen to Mike Pence. When did you listen to Mike Pence on TV? Did he give a speech or something? Good question, Mary True. Will there be a day that there's no shootings? We're visualizing that. Good, Alamara. Glad. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. So this is Mike Pence. You know, it is the right thing for him to show up and testify. I feel like somebody's speaking in his ear and going, you know, the American people will like it better, because he's still under this delusion that he's going to run for president if you answer the questions, and that he has to, or he'll go to jail. That's what I get. Yeah. But he's definitely in a place where he's not going to continue to run for president. I haven't heard much about that. Yeah, and you know what I'm picking up too, Joanna, is that I feel like his book isn't selling very well. His fly on his head. His best friend. Okay. Last week I had fruit flies. I don't know. I must have had an orange peel in here or something. It was bad. If you have fruit flies, you know what you can do is make a little trap with apple cider vinegar and dish soap. Works pretty good. Anyway, I digress. Rhonda Rue just reminded me because she said the fly on his head. Because a fly was landing on me during my church service yesterday. And it's like, what? Right on my nose, I think. Is Mike Pence going to decide not to run for president? Yeah. I think this is really short-lived. Oh my God, when that fly landed on Mike Pence's head, you know what my guide said? You all needed to laugh. That's what they said. Because everyone was so stressed out. Understandably so. We were all stressed out about Trump. You know, we were so scared Trump would win. And so when he was in that debate with Kamala Harris, remember they were behind the glass? Oh my God, that was crazy. That was crazy. Okay. Let's ask about... For some reason, I do want to ask about Mike Flynn. Maybe he's going to be in the news pretty soon. Oh, peppermint essential oil and a little puffball will keep fruit flies away? Because that's kind of a different thing. Pretty sure it was on an orange peel. Mike Flynn. I don't know why I'm asking about Michael Flynn. Because here's the thing. With all this high frequency light vibration coming in, which is really happening. Kamala Harris was asked about the fly, and she said she was laughing. So Mike Flynn is heading up this. I don't know. I don't know how they get away with calling it a Christian group, but it's an extremist group, and they're violent. think Taliban, right? This is Mike Flynn. This is he's Mike Flynn has a big burden on him. I'm actually getting Jack Smith around Mike Flynn. Okay, try peppermint oil on a puffball to get rid of flies and spiders. On a cotton ball. Little tip for you. When I was growing up, my mom had this book, and it was like, I think it was Mary Ellen's helpful household tips. You guys with me on that? And mice too? Oh my goodness. Mike Flynn. This is this is indicative of Mike Flynn's the burden of his crimes on him. I really feel like Jack Smith is going to go after Mike Flynn. In addition to Trump, the universe is going to have its way with Mike Flynn, and he's going to have a weak. I feel like Mike Flynn is going to have a weakening of the forces. Let's ask if the military is going to, if they. There's something to do with the military that if they kind of, I think he had an honorable discharge or something. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, if they re-enlist him, he can be tried for something. I'm totally screwing up the story of that. But I'm kind of feeling like he's going to lose his power. Court-martial? Yeah, I don't know enough about the law and the military, the rules of the military, the laws regarding the military and the justice system, but I'm feeling like, and you might know more about that, and you can post it if you want. But I feel like Mike Flynn. I'm gonna ask more about that because he's a real nefarious force. That, remember, he wanted to declare martial law, wasn't it? Wasn't it Mike Flynn? Well, it was a whole group of them that met in the war room. Now you all have kind of picked up on. Merrick Garland definitely hired on Jack Smith to take over Trump, all these crimes, and January 6th and all that, because he has experience with war crimes. Okay, thank you, Abigail. So Mike Flynn is retired and can be recalled to active duty and court-martialed. Okay, let's read on that, because I'm really curious about that. Will that happen with Mike Flynn? Because he's a dangerous force and he needs to be stopped. He's not the only one. I got definitely that his power would be weakening. Is Mike Flynn going to be recalled to active duty and court-martialed? Is that what we're seeing? Yes, I'm getting a yes on that. I'm getting a yes on that. Okay, so also, will it be at the direction of Jack Smith? Yes, that's interesting. I think that we don't know the many layers, nor probably will we ever, but I feel like, I don't know if Jack Smith is a Scorpio. I wouldn't be surprised. If he's not a Scorpio, he definitely has a lot of Scorpio in his chart. So it looks like Jack Smith is going to, I feel like he's already going down to the different layers of the darkness and the evil and the dark money, but especially with Jack Smith, I'm seeing and I've talked about this before in my videos. There's a thread, there's a cord that connects the Trump administration and all his cohorts, all his, he's the mob boss and he's got all his minions, his criminals working for him. But I just keep getting that there's connections overseas, and it's not just Russia. I feel like, and we'll look at Russia tonight too. I feel like yeah. The reason Jack Smith is on this case, well, Jack Smith is a Pisces, yeah, but he's probably got some Scorpio. I bet he has a lot of Scorpio in his chart. Pisces would be very psychic. Oh wow, look at this. I'm asking about, did Merrick Garland appoint him because of his ability to work on the world stage in terms of prosecution of war crimes? And yes, I'm telling you, people, I get this really strongly, that Jack Smith and company are in charge of this because Merrick Garland is very, very aware of the foreign connections. And I've been saying for 6 years now, we have been at war with Russia. Not just Russia, but we have been at war with Russia. Not the traditional conventional war. Yeah, it's all transnational crime. And the person that I got that was going to be on trial, and we'll look at this again, is Jared Kushner for world crimes. Well, of course he's in danger. Of course Jack is in danger. I mean, Rhonda, it doesn't take a psychic. Of course he's in danger. No, but I just got through saying, you might have just joined us, that he's got massive amounts of security. And when Jack Smith was first appointed, assigned to this, I picked up right away, this man is fearless. Not that I don't feel like of course he's like got a target on him. But he's kind of used to that. Oh, Brazilian crystals, I haven't seen you in a while. Russian troops are heading back to Russia from Ukraine. Putin met with the mothers of dead soldiers. He was really nervous, huh? You got to see video of that? We'll look at that too. So I've been saying for a long time now that we've been at war with Russia. It's a cyber war. It's a social media war. It's a subliminal war. You saw that on state TV. Yeah, and the last time I read on Russia, I saw a lot of females, I think that might have been Monday or last week. I was talking about the female energy bringing the war to a close with Putin. Anyway, so the Russians are masters of psychological warfare. He's chopped liver, Putin. Yeah, Putin. That's putting it really politely. And that's how we got all these MAGA cult people and the QAnon, because of this subliminal seduction that they just know how to do through the internet. It's this is not like, this is factual. This isn't like me making this up. I don't make things up anyway. Unless I'm just being creative about something. Okay, so let's see. So we looked at Michael Flynn. I'm going to see what's going to go on with okay, and I pick up December, the third week in December. Trump, there'll be some news the third week in December. I did call when, the last week that something was going to break about Trump being in trouble. And this, okay, so with Jack Smith, gosh, there's so many things to ask. Is it going to create a situation where Trump can't run for president? Yeah, I haven't figured that out about Brazilian crystals. Do you sell crystals? Hi, Amanda. Okay. So I see the third week in December for Trump being in really big trouble, and this is really going to move quickly. I saw something big that was going to break last week, and it did. It took till Friday afternoon. Gosh, so much has happened in such a short amount of time. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate that. So we're looking at what's going to transpire with Jack Smith and in the news in the next few weeks. Well, we're going to find out a lot about the money, about Trump's illicit activity with money in the next few weeks. I mean, before the end of the year. The King of Cups, it's like more and more evidence. It's more and more evidence is being handled and dealt with. And the Knight of Wands. We will have some really significant news about Trump and what he's up against, what he's facing before the end of the year. We'll have a pretty good idea. I almost see like a document. This is what he's in trouble for, and this is what can happen. Oh yeah, he lost his ability to hide his taxes. Yeah, okay, well that makes sense because I was just pulling. I mean, I knew that, but I wasn't really making the connection that you just made for me. Thank you. Okay, so when exactly will Congress get Trump's taxes? I think this week. I think they'll get it this coming week. See, it's Friday. It's not Monday. It's Friday. Today is Friday. if you're in, if you're not in Australia and it's tomorrow. He'll go for the documents first. I did say that too. I said that last week. It was the documents first. Absolutely. This is really about what's going to happen, between now and the end of the year. And it is about money. That's what we're going to hear a lot about between now and the end of the year. It's already the end of the year. And the King of Cups. Yeah. The charges are coming. It's just that what I want to say is that this is so big. This is like peeling an onion that has infinite layers. There's so much. Oh yeah, it definitely helps to send protective angels around. That's a good idea, Carol. Let's send Jack Smith and all the people in law enforcement and in the judicial system. Let's show them, just, with our energies and our intentions, they are safe and protected. Do I think Putin will tell on Trump? Wow, that's a good question. You know what? Pat's saying she thinks that the photograph with Putin and the ladies at the table was a propaganda ploy. I don't think it was just that. You're ready for what to be over? So tired of hearing about it. Which part? I'm picking and choosing my questions here off of the chat. Let's see. Okay. Let's go to... I don't know why. I want to go to Pompeo for some reason. Oh, don't you think we're all tired of Trump? Jeez. Trump. I think that's probably the most repeated name in history is his name, which we don't really enjoy listening to his name or his voice. Okay. I don't know why I want to look at Mike Pompeo. Yeah, but the word Trump means Trump means just taking it all. Superseding everything. So there's no accidents in the universe. Donald Trump will bring hundreds. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jackie, I've read on that before. Yes, it's not going to be just him. It's not. It's going to be. He's the main. The main guy. But Mike doesn't want to testify at January 6th. Yes, but he's going to have to. Elon Musk is running a close second. What? As far as you don't want to hear about him anymore. Hey, Connie. Okay, this is about Pompeo. I don't know why. Well, Mike Pompeo is really bothering me. And the other thing that's bothering me is that they're looking at DeSantis, just in general, the news, they're talking about Ron DeSantis as though he's a viable candidate for president. Elon Musk will do himself in soon. Well, what do you mean by that? I'm reading on, Mike Pompeo, wielders of the wrench, can you take care of that? Thank you. Just get rid of it. Thank you. Mike Pompeo, the fool. I think Mike Pompeo is in big trouble for international crimes. Yeah. Is he going to run for president? It's vicarious. So it's like what we have in front of us in terms of our national security and all these crimes and all this dark money, and it's a big I don't want to say elephant, it's a dinosaur. what they have to deal with. So Pompeo is the fool. Pompeo has committed international crimes. The Ace of Cups is the evidence is there. And what I see about Pompeo is I see him, once he recognizes that the cat's out of the bag, Pompeo, I see him slinkering away. I see him I see Mike Pompeo go, well, maybe I won't run for president like that. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this represents Jack Smith. I actually see Pompeo slithering away, trying to be not noticed. He is slippery. He's definitely slippery. Okay, so whose question should I answer next? Back under his rock. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Elon Musk, I don't feel like getting into his energy right now, but I will in a minute. I do want to read on the E. Jean Carroll case. Good for that woman for, all that she's been through, having to hide that, feeling as though she had to hide the rape, Donald Trump raping her. I do believe that she has his DNA. I'm pretty sure. So we're reading on E. Jean Carroll's rape case. Yeah, Elon Musk has lost his mind. Well, we'll read on him in a sec. Does she have his DNA? Yeah. E. Jean Carroll has Trump's DNA. So it's interesting. DeSantis and Pompeo are criminals. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. And this is the thing. It's just like this, the DOJ and now Mike Smith, Jack Smith. The DOJ and Jack Smith, the whole slew of them, all these judges, all this law enforcement, all these people in positions where they're, in the justice system, it's like, whoa, they have this giant animal to deal with, and they'll be able to do it. We do need to pray for them. They'll be able to do it. I don't think that they will not succeed. There are lots of angels. Yeah, they're in a tribe of trouble. I have been saying for the past few weeks now, ever since the Republicans took the House, that was illegitimate, entertainment purposes only. Mary Trump is going to give DNA. Yeah, okay, so maybe I should finish with that first. Let's finish. Let's do that first. We're going to look at E. Jean Carroll's case. All right. What's going to happen with that? Because I really think I'm thinking. Well, someone's saying that Mary Trump, another family member, can give DNA. It's complicated. For entertainment purposes only. Am I saying something that could get me in trouble? Because you guys keep saying that. I did talk a little bit about Mike Pence, Amanda. I think it's all there. I think I answered all the questions. Okay. The ring is in the lava. Sorry, I hope you guys, I hope I'm not just too hard to follow right now. I'm just kind of reading on certain questions. Okay, so the Two of Wands. This is E. Jean Carroll. She's really kept her eye on the ball. She really has kept her eye on the ball. Trump's going to continue. Oh, yeah, but he's going to weaken. He's going to continue to try to sink her financially. Yeah, I know. I just sometimes, Patty, she's saying my viewers here in the chat just want to have my back. I just sometimes when people keep saying that, I'm like, what did I say? Let's see. Melissa Helton, what are you talking about? Can we get on that? Hang on a second. I'll do it. Okay, so the Eight of Pentacles is It's going to be like spring, summer before we get any big news on the E. Jean Carroll case in terms of how that's going to wind up. But I do feel Harvey Weinstein's energy in terms of how much trouble Trump is going to be. I do see something like a Me Too type thing happening. Hey, Barry. All my Facebook friends are showing up. I'm not on Facebook anymore, but people that were following me then. Okay. She's going to get justice. Yeah, she's going to get justice, but E. Jean Carroll will get justice. It looks like it's going to be in this, like, warmer months, like in the mid-spring. I guess that would be like, here it would be about May. Not that things won't be happening in the meantime. The legal system moves very slowly. Okay, so somebody wanted me to check out, do I think Trump and Putin are listening in on you? I don't think they'd be interested in that, that's for sure. Although, let me say something. It's pretty incredible how often I hear on just mainstream news, well, we can't read the tea leaves, or we'd like to read the tea leaves, or, well, I don't have a crystal ball. Well, they should just call us. They should just call us, right? All right. Should we go to the land of Elon Musk? All right. Amanda and Barry, those are my original church attendees from Facebook. Someday we'll meet in person. Okay. Hang on. Excuse me. Elon Musk. Excuse me, I might need another cough drop. Elon Musk. How about some water? What do we want to know about Elon? How about if we ask if Trump is going to go back onto Twitter? Let's see. No! Yeah, Elon's... I knew that wasn't going to work out well for him. Okay. Is Trump going to go back on Twitter? Trump is going to go back on Twitter. Yes, Amanda, you were in some of my classes too. Oh, and by the way, little commercial break. If anybody, Amanda and Barry, if you want to come on Tuesday nights, we have us in a Zoom room. We go over the readings from Sunday at the second half of our 20 on Tuesdays meditation. So make sure you sign up for that. Every Tuesday. Grassroots of Democracy is taking this week off. We'll resume on next Thursday. Okay, so let's take a look. Trumpty Dumpty is going to have a great fall. Let's take a look at Elon Musk. It does look like, okay, let's take a look at what's going to happen. I get that Trump will be on Twitter again. And what's going to happen when he goes on Twitter? I think it's going to be any day now. Alamar, I'm not sure. Did Elon make a deal with Putin, Saudis, and Trump to kill Twitter as we enjoyed it? Quite a resource for info in all areas. I'm not a good spokesperson on that because I never liked the format of Twitter and I just never got onto it. I probably have an account, but I never used it. Hit the thumbs up, people. It helps me, I think. I don't know if it changes my life or anything, but I hear that it can. Will Trump jump back on Twitter tomorrow, which will be Saturday? Not tomorrow. Maybe he's busy. Will Trump go back on Twitter on Monday? Nope. Huh. Is Trump going back on Twitter next week? It looks like he's going to jump back on Twitter next week. We don't have to hear what he posts on Twitter if we don't listen, or if we don't read it, or if we just throw ourselves into a cave and hide. I don't know. Okay, so here's the deal. With Trump going back on Twitter, it's going to be bad for him. Because what Trump is going to do... Yeah, but Melissa, you said you can't understand anything I say. That was kind of rude. Jeez. The Nine of Swords is about when he goes back on Twitter, he's going to say things that are incriminating. I'm sorry, I just want to say I have a low tolerance, as do all the psychics on YouTube, when somebody is saying something that's rude. Some things don't sound like a joke. When he goes back on Twitter, when Trump goes back on Twitter, he's going to say things that are incriminating. Yeah, Carol, I mean, just about that. Sorry, I won't take too long on this. If someone says, I can't understand anything you say, that's insulting. The star card is, it's actually going to be, it's going to incriminate Trump so much more when he goes back on Twitter. Just like, for instance, when he started threatening Jack Smith's wife. Aren't these pretty cards? These are from Llewellyn. These are... Oh, thank you. This is from a company called Beachley. Okay. Look them up. They're a good company. And thank you for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate it. So this is about Trump getting back on Twitter, and he thinks it's going to help him. He thinks he's still king. The way that he's looking at it is like, people love me. People love... Trump is literally thinking that everybody loves him. It's so interesting. Yeah, well, so I'm getting Trump's going back on Twitter next week. We can fight back. You know, with our words. Remember, the pen is mightier than the sword. Thank you, Levon. You're very sweet. She says, love the way you talk. You want to design a Celtic deck? Do it. Do it, Amy. Design a Celtic deck. I'm trying to get my niece to design an entire deck, and she keeps being like, well, I don't know. She's a great artist, so I'll keep pushing her. Okay, little commercial break. On December 17th, I'm having a winter solstice event. Go to psychicannetdion.com to register for that class. It's going to be quite an experience. It's going to be from 1 to 3:30 on Saturday the 17th. He's so beyond any narcissistic recovery. Narcissists don't recover. Okay. Now, so we see Trump going back on Twitter and incriminating the hell out of himself. And I see that, you know, a lot of people will just check to see what he's saying, but I'm actually seeing organizations popping up, or, you know, groups of people of like celebrity level people, forming such a kind of a crusade on Twitter to combat Trump. I do see a lot of that. All right, let's take a look at a little bit more about that. Yeah, I see people coming together. I keep on seeing the star. He's going to find out that he's not... Trump is going to find out he's not really the star that he thinks. Because it's actually going to work against him. The Two of Cups. Oh, Trump is so happy to be back on Twitter. So happy. I've been getting that Raphael Warnock will win. Somebody's asking about that. So, the Knight of Wands. Elon really wants Trump back. I did reach out to Milu. I don't know. I know that he mentioned my name. I think that'd be really, really fun. I think Milu his heart's in the right place. He's a great guy. He's on every day, and he does a lot of free stuff. Like, he helps people for free. He answers personal questions, I think 2 nights a week. Yeah, 45 is a legend in his own mind. That's what I'm picking up on. He really does. Now, let me see. Does he? I don't think he really lets in any thoughts of that somebody might, that people don't like him. It's weird. It's weird. Does Trump think that he has more fans than he does? Yeah. He thinks that more people admire him than really do. Yeah, big time. That's a big yes. Elon Musk, well, Alamar is asking if this was a ploy that Elon was involved in to get our enemy countries kind of on board and weaken our country more. Okay. Elon's just all over the place. Yeah, Trump doesn't think, he just reacts. I've always read that. Trump does not think about, if I do this and this, what will the consequences be? I'm a little confused. Joanne's saying Trump blew a fit when Kanye asked him to be his running mate. I heard that and I was confused because I didn't know Kanye was running for president. Yeah, the whole Twitter thing is weird. So Elon, did Elon get involved in this so that he could do nefarious things with, helping the enemy countries? I don't even get that. I'm concerned about Elon, not like personally, like I have no personal attachment, but I when I tune into Elon Musk, he's not well. Oh, I didn't see the video of Carrie Lake at Mar-a-Lago. I don't think I would want to. Elon's having a war with Senator Ed Markey. Ed's our Massachusetts representative. He's a good guy. What are they fighting about? That I just don't get it. Yeah, see, Douglas, we were reading about Carrie Lake at Mar-a-Lago earlier. I'm going to look at that again, real quick. Okay. All right, so let's see. So many things. So many things I need to read on. Yeah, okay, Linda G said that. He's not okay. I mean, speaking of not sleeping, Elon Musk is not sleeping. Joanne Hall, yes. Somebody already asked, is Jack Smith or wife in danger? Yes. That's like kind of obvious in this. I'm not being flippant. I'm just saying that's kind of obvious. Of course they would be having death threats and of course they would be in danger. But to really further answer your question, they have a ton of security. When I look at it, I see like armored cars and armed guards and that kind of thing. Like if you were like back in the no, it's no problem. Back in medieval times, I just feel like it was like they had all this armor. That's the image of the guys are giving me. But of course they're being protected. It's hard to keep up with the news. It is. So Elon is mentally unstable, and I just hope that he's not having, thoughts of, the worst kind of thoughts. So I'm actually pulling 3 cards about Elon's brain. Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, you would describe that way, that character? I know he has Asperger's. But I don't think Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, that character, was sociopathic. Yeah, no problem. You don't have to apologize unless you're rude, and nobody's rude here. Rudeness is not allowed. We just delete you. Okay, well, we're looking at Elon's mental health because a narcissist would not do self-harm, but because they love themselves too much. Elon to me is a combination of things. Okay, the Empress is the United States, and I have seen some action on like something that feels kind of like a fairness doctrine type thing. I think that the laws are going to come down on Elon. The 5 of Swords, he's really broken. The Empress represents the United States. It's not going to really work out very well for him. And the guys are just saying Elon has lost interest. He's lost interest in Twitter. I don't even know why he had interest in the first place. But what I read initially when Elon Musk decided to buy Twitter for $44 billion was that he just wanted to be big man on campus. He didn't think it through. So the Emperor is, this is interesting because it really feels like the Emperor has no clothes, you know, that story of the Emperor. So true to life today. He's being revealed for who he is. The United States is going to, does this have anything to do with Jack White? I mean, Jack White, Jack Smith. Does this have anything to do with Jack Smith? With Elon Musk? No. Okay. He's got his hands full. Jack Smith has his hands full. But this is about Elon Musk, and this is like not getting any traction. The United States government stepping in and having some kind of guidelines for social media, for Twitter. And the Emperor, when Trump gets on, it's going to go a little bit crazy. And I felt like it would be more incriminating for Trump, but will it be dangerous? Will it be dangerous when Trump gets back on Twitter? Not really. No, not really. I don't feel like... I feel like the danger is more for Trump when he gets back on Twitter. Because he's just going to incriminate himself. And all that hateful rhetoric is already out there. It's already out there. Just imagine if Hillary Clinton would have been elected, how different things would be. Yeah, and I just really know that the universe is a self-correcting system. And a few years ago, my guides handed it right to me, and I can really see that this is true. That Trump came along and has been such a nefarious and evil force that it's forcing us to fix our democracy. And I know it's a slow process. Yeah, and we got to see that we can't just trust any old, Tom, Dick, or Judy to be president without having... I mean, first of all, we should have seen his tax returns when he was running in 2015. We should have been able to see his tax returns. What is this business like? Oh no, we don't have... Oh, it's fine if they're still being audited. How long does it take to do an audit? So, I mean, the fact that we're still here as a working democracy, relatively speaking, is a miracle in itself. But if those people had gotten elected, if the people that we wanted to get elected got elected, we wouldn't have been able to have this corruption and criminality and dark money revealed. Now it's being revealed and we have to deal with it. Things will get better. They will. And, as far as Trump's karma goes, if you haven't been with me before, let me tell you, Trump got away with too much garbage. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Justice works very slow. So the reason that Trump got elected and that we've had all these horrible people is because the darkness has to be exposed. Yes, my guides are very proud of how the elections went, Marissa, because at Grassroots of Democracy, the group that I started, we were working really, really hard, as were lots of other people. The corruption was already there and needed to be exposed. We have to see the darkness. It has to be revealed before we can do anything about it. And it's way worse than we ever could have imagined. You seem to just know things most of the times. Welcome to the Psychic Club. It means you're psychic. We're all psychic. Some people have it a little bit more than others. I know we want things to go back to before the Tea Party started, but you know what would happen, Cheryl? We'd take everything for granted. Okay, I want to take a look at what's going on with in Putin's head. Every time I tune into Putin, I feel like he's being eaten from, corroding. He's corroding from the inside out. And we need to see character, integrity, and honesty in our officials, Roxy for sure. And the only way that we knew to crave that we would, the only way to bring it up in ourselves that we need that, to create the desire for that, was for us to have total lack of it. Now we have to figure out how to get back, right? Honesty too, for sure. We have to teach children morals and ethics, right? Amanda, everybody was not wanting anything to do with politics. That's what happened. That's been going on for a while. It's really made us alert to legal terms and how the legal system works and how the Constitution works, and yeah, I mean, it's been a mess for a while. Okay, we're on Putin right now. Let's see. Now, I've been saying about Putin's war. I call it Putin's war. We need to teach goodness, and but children know goodness already. We need to support them for their goodness. Okay. Putin is, I feel like I've been getting that by January, I was going to say December, January, and then the guys just made me say January, February. I don't think that this is going to be going on any longer than like February. I feel like, I feel like Putin's war, and I'm just going to call it Putin's war. Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion where the darkness is exposed and the conspirators disempowered and we find a way back to normalcy, compromise, and prosperity, says Glenn Bird. Yeah. I think that Putin's war, I'm not calling it the war with Ukraine. It's Putin's war. Yeah, you don't know what you have till you lose it, and then you really, really, really want it, and you want to do whatever you can to fight for it, metaphorically speaking. This is Putin. This might be the most painful card in the tarot. I mean, the Three of Swords is pretty painful. This is like extra. Yeah, I know, Carol. You must be psychic because I just get that he's disintegrating inside. That he's just, and actually, just kind of feeling it. That describes cancer, doesn't it? I heard that Putin was really erratic. But I have always seen with Putin, I've always seen that there are people around him that will prevent him, that are committed to preventing him to do the from doing the unthinkable. This is Putin. That's pretty bad. I don't see this going on longer than, Putin's war. I think we'll probably refer to it as that, and later in history, Putin's war. Have they referred to any wars like that? I'll have to look up my world history. Yeah, I feel like, cancer eats away at the body, so that's what I'm picking up. The Page of Wands, this is like news coming from Russia. Really challenging. I think he's down to his last battle in life with his physical health. Putin is just, he's very, very weak. I don't know if anyone's seen a very recent video. I'm not saying leave it out of history. I said what I'm referring to, Roxy, is you don't leave it out of history. Call it Putin's war. In other words, what I mean is, I don't want to call it the war, the Ukrainian war, or the war between Russia and Ukraine, because it's actually Putin's war. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not yelling at you. I'm just being a snarky New Englander. I didn't think you were disagreeing with me. You just said we can't leave it out of history. I'm just referring to what to call it. I love you too. I love you all. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Napoleonic Napoleon, that's too hard to say, Marissa. The War of Russian Expansionism. The Tyrant War. Let's take a look at Ukraine. Let's take a look at a few cards about Ukraine. Let's see. Ukraine, just in general, Zelensky and all that. Well, it's, you know, this is less swords for Ukraine. Of course they're hurting. Ukraine is really, it's like the Holocaust on Ukraine. It's been horrible, as we all know. But the Judgment card, the Karma card is here. That's what Sherry, that's exactly what I'm reading. I just said that. I think there's a delay here. The war will be, the guides keep telling me January, February. The Page of Swords. Okay, so this is about Ukraine. The Judgment card is the Karma card. They have good karma coming. It's been really, really, really hard. The Page of Swords, they'll stay standing. Ukraine will stay. They will remain standing. They have been brutally damaged. I want to ask about. I mean, really, it's like the Holocaust. It's terrible. Is the nuclear power plant? Don't ask me to say how to say it. The nuclear power plant, will it be safeguarded against harm? No, it's already, the Ukrainian plant starts with a Z. You might have to put it up there. I think Ukraine, well, let's ask, does Ukraine get all its territory back? Yes, I get a yes on that. I'm worried about the nuclear power plant because the pendulum is saying, you know, pendulums aren't 100% and psychics aren't 100%, and we just kind of have to ballpark it. Can somebody post the name of that power plant? It starts with a Z. Cold slows all military operations down. That could actually, yeah, that could do it. I don't see it going past February. No way. Okay. Ukraine. What was I going to ask about Ukraine? Isn't this nice? This is from, I should tell you where I get my stuff. A company called Project Yourself. Check it out. Great company. I get lots of jewelry from them. Is the war going to end in the winter? Yes, it's going to end in the winter. So I got that confirmed. I got a few opinions on that. Is that how you spell it? I don't know if that's spelled right. Zaporizhzhia, or I guess Zaporizhzhia. I don't know. It's Ukrainian. Is the power plant? You know, the Ukrainians and the Russians have such long names. It's just incredible. My last name has 4 letters. It's like, I'm glad. Zaporizhzhia, I'm not even gonna try. Is it okay? No, I'm concerned about that power plant. I don't know why anybody thinks nuclear power is a good idea. I just, that's one thing that's always boggled my brain. There's no way to get rid of the waste safely, the radioactive waste, and it causes cancer, and it's just crazy. Anyway, the war in Ukraine, Putin's war, will end February. So 1 year. We didn't think it was going to go this long, but Putin's nuts. Okay, let me ask this. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do this. Is Putin going to be alive for all of 2023? I like Putin's failed war. No. Putin is not going to be alive through 2020, through the entire year 2023. I don't get that he will be. All right. If it's okay for us to ask, how many months does he have? 1? 2, you feel sick to your stomach. 3, 4, very, you're funny. 5. It looks like Putin will make it till and this is not etched in stone, obviously, but it looks like Putin Poor Barry, you have such a long last name. It looks like Putin's not going to make it through 2023. We'll put it that way. Jackie feels sick to her stomach. Do you do psychic work? You know, what I've picked up on all week is like the devastation people are feeling. I mentioned that earlier. This is a long video, but I did mention that earlier. I got May, Brazilian crystals. I got by June. You're in Maine? I love Maine. My sister lives in Maine. Probably go up to Maine this coming week. I have a cousin up there who's an artist in Maine. Let's see. Oh, Glenn's making you feel better, Jackie. I get those feelings all the time. I usually check the news when that happens. Will Southwest Florida get any more storms? Well, I did predict the one after Hurricane Ian, so let's see. We're out of hurricane season, but it started late this year. When you get anxiety like that, just stop and take some deep, deep, deep breaths and say, there are no emergencies, I am safe. But yeah, I mean, I've been working as a psychic for longer than I want to admit, and I just know when I get feelings like that, I usually check the news to see what's going on. Recently, it just feels like so many people I'm picking up a lot of money worries. I mean, with the 1% of the 1% or whatever they say, stealing all our money. I mean, people are really struggling, but we shouldn't be. But it's because of the dark money and the corruption and the, corporate greed and all the tax breaks for the wealthy. If the wealthy paid taxes, I don't know why they even say fair share. If the wealthy paid taxes like Amazon, how much money is Amazon making right now on Black Friday? You can't even imagine. You can't. Everyone send Jackie some peaceful vibes. Can't even imagine. A lot of people are really, really struggling. We're going to take a look at Florida. And so, come to 20 on Tuesdays. Just sign up on my website, psychicannetdion.com. There's a place to fill in your email address, and you can join us. And we visualize a healed America. That doesn't mean things are going to be all peaches and cream. It means going through all this tumult that we're going through is gonna lead to a positive outcome, because we're getting rid of the darkness. We're shining a light into the darkness, and just like cockroaches, they all scatter when you turn the light on, and they are cockroaches. What am I reading on? There's so much more. So much more. I don't think that Putin will live long enough to face charges for crimes against humanity. I don't think, but maybe on the other side he'll have to pay. Mass shootings have been terrible. Yeah, people are really, really, really upset. Meditation helps. I don't know where I'd be if I didn't meditate. I learned how to meditate from Sadhguru. Go to ishafoundation.org. Yeah, Mary, we'll get to that. Okay. We're looking at Florida. Well, here's the thing about Florida. Yeah, I mean, think about the poor people in Florida that lost everything and they have no insurance. I don't think you can even insure your property in Florida, can you? It's bad. It's tough. Yeah, come to 20 on Tuesdays, and then afterwards we have a discussion. You don't have to stay for the discussion, but definitely, we have a discussion about the spiritual readings from the Church of Spirituality. It's really good. I'm just a terrible marketer. It's really good. I need you guys to market for me. Florida's really going through a lot of trouble. Now, I want to tell you that I've said this before, and you've probably heard me say it. A couple of years ago, maybe less than 2 years ago, I kept on telling people, I saw this big giant black cloud over Florida, and to not move there, and if people are thinking of moving there, to not move there. If you're already there, you just have to either move or, find a way out of the difficulties. Yeah, it's bad. If you can move out of state, move out of state. But here's the thing about Florida. Ron DeSantis is hiding a whole lot of, for entertainment purposes only, but a lot of it's already out there. Don't know why anyone lives in Florida. Well, for that matter, I don't know why I live on the coast of Massachusetts, because according to all those global warming maps, we're going under the water too. Okay, so Ron DeSantis is hiding, wow, $6,000 a year for flood insurance. Ron DeSantis is hiding not only how much people in Florida need help, he's hiding all his criminality. But we should read about that. He's holding Florida hostage. I don't want to hear anybody talking about Ron DeSantis being a good candidate. He cheated in the election. He's hiding so much, and he's even hiding the news about how rough of a shape Florida has been in and how hard people have it. Another shooting, no one was hurt. Unbelievable. He is a weasel, and that is insulting weasels. The Page of Swords. I see Ron DeSantis really trying to defend himself. I know you're asking about the weather, but it's all connected. I felt Ron DeSantis having a news blackout, not letting the media come in to cover the Hurricane Ian. And then the storm that came after that, there were houses falling into the ocean. Oh, that's a good question to ask. Will DeSatan be the Republican? We're so funny. We've been calling him DeSatan for years now. And the Repugs. Oh, Jack might. All right, let's ask that. Is Jack Smith gonna get him? Wow, I get a yes on that. I didn't expect to get a yes on that. It looks like Jack Smith is gonna get DeSatan. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Brazilian Crystals is saying he's pushed people out of his news conferences many times. I didn't know that, but I definitely I didn't know how he was doing it, but I got news blackout. I had said in the past, speaking of crypto, because people a year or so ago were asking me about crypto, and I just kept saying, no, do not do crypto. I don't even understand what crypto is. Like the mayor in Jaws, Ron DeSantis can't upset the tourist season. Oh, it's way more than that. It's way more than that. Okay. You know what I have to find out more about is there's been a change over at Disney, and I haven't really looked at it. Fake money. I'm not sure what the question is about fake money. Oh, crypto. Well, people were asking about crypto, and I was like, do not do crypto. Tom Brady should have called me. Him and Giselle should have called me and asked me if they should invest in crypto. I warn people. Plus, you can't see it, right? I don't know. It's weird. All right, critical things that we must still read on. So much. The Republicans. Did I finish my sentence? I probably didn't. I don't see the Republicans keeping the House. Let's take a look at that. And the reason I don't see Republicans keeping the House is because and I've been saying this for a while, the Republicans that, since they took the House, that are criminal due to their involvement in the insurrection and their planning the insurrection, their involvement, people will be unseated. It's funny, and I noticed other readers were saying the same thing after I was getting that. The House is about to get cleaned. Yes, let's hear it. Let's clean the House. Clean that House of the smelly Republicans like Ted Cruz. Remember one time I said that I felt like Ted Cruz smelled bad? I got a lot of psychics here in the chat. Jack Smith gets to Satan. I bet he does. And I was saying that I felt psychically, I felt like Ted Cruz smelled bad. And then somebody said his college friends. I'm sorry, I wouldn't talk about people this way if they weren't so heinous. I'm not mean, I promise. Yeah. So Glenn's talking about Florida. Yeah, just because there's tens of thousands without shelter, pay no attention, nothing to see here in Florida. We didn't keep all the Florida relief fund money we raised. Well, how about this one? Ron DeSantis was saying, just send money, don't send anything else. This is about the Republicans. Judgment. This is about the Republicans, and they think they have the House. Page of Wands. This card is representing the law, like new legal cases. And the Nine of Cups. Plenty of evidence against those Republicans. Plenty. Oh, you met me in Marblehead? Keeper Frog? Oh, well, a while back I had an office at a town right next to Salem. Here in Massachusetts, and gosh, that's like so long ago. This is about the Republicans not keeping the House. Look, judgment's coming for them. And it was as soon as I heard the news that they took the House, I was like, and I saw 3 to 5 of them. Oh, thank you. Give me compliments. I love it. That's why I come here. Just teasing. So I saw like 3 to 5 of them being unseated. Okay, Republicans being unseated from the House, from their seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 to 5 of them. We could go through different names, but that would take too long. But right off the bat, Kevin McCarthy. Oh, do you see at least 7? Good. Good quote by Scalia. Oh, Boebert, yes. Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, yes. Yeah. I want to say Mark Meadows too, but and Jim Jordan, yeah. Oh, Jim Jordan for sure. For sure. They will be unseated. Let's keep intending for that too. This is going to be like disgusting, but I'm going to look at Jim Jordan. I mean, some of these people, you don't have to be psychic to pick up on their horrible energy. Jim Jordan, what does Jim Jordan have coming for him? Let me see. Ah, I dropped a card. This is what Jim Jordan has coming for him. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. You right on up to gate 8. McCarthy, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Boebert, Gates, Gosar, and Jordan. This is about Jordan. Yeah, you just listed them. There are more. Yeah, look it. Does this look like a happy house to you? Yeah, I don't know which one fell. I lost track. Does that look like a happy house to you, Glenn? Oh, and boy, are they on the defensive. And then this is what I get. Ron Johnson. Yeah, Ron Johnson cheated. You heard it here. Mandela Barnes won, though. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad for them. They're actually looking to Trump like, oh, save us, we did this for you. And you know what happens to people that help Trump? The Ace of Pentacles, this is a justice system. It's clear as a day. Stab them with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast. It's bad. Will Donald Trump rat them out? That's a good question, because I feel like what I'm feeling like is that they're going to be, I feel the betrayal, so that might be the case. That might, because I feel the betrayal. Is Trump going to betray the people that helped him, the representatives that helped him, that were in the insurrection? Yep. Yep. That's interesting. Wow. Chuck, you find the greatest quotes. Sometimes I just think that you have like a quote-o-matic or something. It's like this scrolling quote machine. Who removed the panic button from the congressperson's office? I do feel like that was an inside job. I don't know if you want to ask me, was it so-and-so or so-and-so? I kind of feel feeling an Oath Keepers. Who took the panic buttons? Not the Oath Keepers. Was it somebody who's seated and who's seated as a representative? It's looking like yes. Who took the panic buttons? Well, we can check. Boebert didn't win either. No, I totally agree with you. Actually, let's ask that. Did Lauren Boebert legitimately win her seat? Was it legit? No. No, it wasn't legit. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I kind of feel like she had more votes. Let me see. Florida was rigged. Yes, Florida was rigged. He rigged it before the election even happened. That's factual. Did Marjorie Taylor Greene win legitimately? Did she win legitimately? No. Well, you know what I'm picking up too? Yeah, Ron DeSantis, he did not, they gerrymandered, they redistrict, they shut down places where the Democrats would vote. Yeah, it was crazy. Hello, Daryl. Yeah, they totally, and this is what we have to put an end to, because they're ending our democracy. They're in the process of ending our democracy. Jim Shorts Jordan. They're in the process of ending our democracy. They called it way too quick. Oh, okay, Glenn, that's good to know, because I totally picked that up. I was surprised it wasn't just major news. Major news. Thank you, Chuck. Okay, so I guess it's getting to be kind of late, isn't it? Let's just pick 3 cards. Was Frisch paid to concede against Boebert before? You know what? I pick up on that. I pick up on the, how do you say his name? Frisch in Colorado. I feel like he conceded. This is what I get about that. I feel like Frisch conceded with the knowing that it was going to come back and bite her. I'm not really sure. Thank you for being here. I'm not really sure what they said, but I feel like Frisch was told, don't worry, because somebody's got something on Boebert. Jack Smith was secretly visited and hired last summer, so he's way ahead of this game. Makara Camo writes. I would agree with that. I'm picking up on that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, hit the thumbs up, and thank you for hitting the thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. I have, I don't have tons and tons of subscribers, but, I have plenty. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not comparing. Some people have so many. Some people have so many. Okay. The trouble with conspiracies is that they rot internally. Okay, so let's ask if we're going to see... Now, somebody's asking about, will we see an end to gun violence? And the last time I read on that, before these horrific shootings, maybe about a week ago, I did see massive gun law reform. And that was before these 2 additional massacres. I wrote about that and sent it out to all the Grassroots of Democracy participants. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you for wielding the wrench. Yeah, I did a collab with Linda G a year ago. couple of them. So, hang on a second. Let's take a look at something. The United States of America is going to be okay. The star card is coming up. We're going to shine again. We really are. She has 5.5 subscribers. We're going to be okay. Just keep praying. So Grassroots of Democracy, what we did was I sent an email, and in the email, and you can get this, I will send it to you too, with all the different organizations that are fighting gun violence, fighting for laws. And we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Yeah, 55K. I was like 5 point, yeah. Yeah, and that's just what I'm referring to. I mean, I love you guys, and it's okay to be small, but that has a shelf life. Okay, the Three of Wands. Yeah, I do see gun laws. I see the gun laws that were in place before the George W. administration. I see those kinds of laws being put in place. And when I read on it last week, before the horrible shootings, they're all horrible. I saw gun laws. I had really strong cards about that, and I was kind of surprised. Yeah. So, are we talking about milk toast again? So I noticed people are dropping off now. So let's pick a few cards. There's so much news to cover. That's why I'm on so long. And plus, I'm usually on a couple hours anyway when I go live. Yes, I see an assault rifle ban. I do. And I see the Democrats taking over the House. So we'll do some cards for the collective. Yeah, join Grassroots of Democracy. Yeah, it really, I know, it kills us. Oh my gosh, it's like, if you were feeling down this week, I mean, if you weren't feeling down, check your pulse, right? If you weren't feeling what was going on. We have more guns than human beings in this country. So and I did Church of Spirituality yesterday. There was a short meditation. So thank you. Yeah, I wrote a letter, sent it to everyone, and I had a link to all these different, what was attached was all these different gun organizations, gun control organizations. So, because we really need to get on it. We really need to help. Yeah. I know, Biden said he'd work on gun control. I thought I dropped a card. He's trying to work on gun control. If it weren't for these heinous Republicans getting all this money from the NRA to the tune of millions upon millions, maybe in the billions now, probably, through the years, we would have gun reform. Can you get a card? I don't do personal readings here, but you can go to my website, psychicannetdion.com. I'll pick 3 cards for the collective, and we'll pick it up again. I was not, who was interviewed in Nantucket? Was Biden there? Was he in Massachusetts? We have more things to go over. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask about how the Democrats are going to do. Yeah, go to my website, psychicannetdion.com. You have to put in the .com. So the Democrats will still have to deal with the nefarious ones. It will be challenging, but the Democrats, we're going to go through some bumpy times. I think we're used to that now, right? The devil card is coming up. That means the Democrats will have to deal with all this dark money and everything. It will be challenging, but this is a win. This means we get back on track, because the angels and the guides want us to be on track as a nation. Okay? And we will be. Biden was in Nantucket. All right. Before you go, I'll pull a community card. I thought I was going to do a show with Corey on Wednesday on Bridge Cape Ann, but just keep breathing. The light is winning. Yes, but we're in the battle. We're in it. Yes, Clinton. Oh, Glenn, I think we're going to have to ban assault weapons. Oh, I didn't know he was. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, well, Thanksgiving. This is where it all happened. In Massachusetts, where I am. 3 cards for the collective, and then I'll see you again. Corey bailed on me Wednesday night. I was all ready to do a show, and I was like, I'm going out of town. Love having you, Miss Brazil. 3 cards for the collective. Wheel of Fortune. Keep your mind on how you feel fortunate, where you feel fortunate. Joe Biden's going to have a good week. American will revolt. Okay, let me tell you something, Glenn. Here's the deal. Over 90% of American citizens want gun reform, want gun laws. So I know you're saying that America will revolt at gun confiscation. Nobody said the guns will be taken away. So I have never heard a Democrat saying I'm going to come and get your guns. We're talking about laws. Let's be clear. We're here to be clear. The 8 of Pentacles, yes, this is going to be actually a good week coming. So it's going to be a good week. The Wheel of Fortune, we're going to see some fortunate turns of events. We're going to see how hard the DOJ is working. And the King of Pentacles, I don't know, I just feel like Joe Biden's going to be looking pretty good this week. So that's what I have for you tonight. I cannot believe how fast the time goes, honestly. It's incredible. So as I said, didn't do a show on Wednesday night with Corey like we usually do because he went off partying somewhere. And Trump actually said that. I missed something. I think that we're going to have a pretty good week coming up here, so why not? If you'd like to book a psychic tarot card reading with yours truly, please go to psychicannetdion.com and you can book it right there. And it was really fun to be with you, as always. I would not be here without you guys, so I really appreciate you all showing up and sharing and subscribing. And all right? Be good to yourselves. Just take a moment and appreciate the contribution that you are, because we don't do that enough, and it's really important. I hope you had a really good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you soon. Namaste. Church of Spirituality will be on Sunday at 1 live. Hit the like. Thanks. Have a good night. Love you all.